Outlander Season 4, Episode 13. This is called Man of Worth. At first I read it Man of Wrath, and I was like, oh no, but Man of Worth sounds better, and I think it might hint at a happier ending. And I think this is a good case study on people who build walls up. I'm a person who more so looks at the world in like, we need to protect ourselves, it's not safe. And there are other people who look at the world as this, it is safe, people are our friends, everything is great. And I like that there is that two different perspectives, and obviously there's many in-betweens. And I'm working on finding more of like looking at the world in more of a safe space, happy, all of that. But when you come from a background like mine and other people who have like worse off backgrounds, we definitely have walls built up to protect us. So we're more on high alert. And I found it interesting when I first watched this series. I was like, Jamie is so handsome, but who is he? How is he? Like, what's his personality going to be like? And I remember people commenting, well, he's the king of men, so you'll just have to wait and see. And then by the time Claire and Galus were almost killed, burnt at the stake, that was the episode that really sold me on who Jamie was. So at that point, that was when I like let all the tears flow. I was just like, I love Jamie, I love Jamie. But it took a lot to see where he was, like who he was as a human. And once I saw that he was safe, I was very like open arms with him and with Claire. And something that is interesting to watch, like because a lot of people can probably relate to my instincts and like just how I view the world. With Roger was I liked him at first, but I was like meh. But once he did that, they had that fight, him and Bree, my walls went straight up, and I was just like this to him, like everything was like no, like the alarm bells ringing. And it's interesting to just see that, because this is, I think, helpful to just show and maybe teach certain people, like that's how some of us look at the world, and we're very much, if you do one thing that's too much, we're like, we run away, or we're scared. And with poor Roger, even though he actually was a good guy, he had to do all of these things for me to finally lower my guard, lower the guard, lower the guard, lower the guard, until like last episode cemented for me, okay, we can trust him. Bree can trust him, because I just still wasn't sure. But it's just interesting. You have one character, Jamie, who I still wasn't sure about him until he showed us 100%. Yeah, this guy is the real deal. I'm all in. He's deserving of trust. Roger, he may not be, or he was really good. He was doing all these great things, but then he's like kind of betrayed my trust in a lot of ways with how he treated Brianna. I was like, no way, this guy's bad news, and I was wrong. But it doesn't change the fact that we have these defense mechanisms to protect us so we don't get harmed. And people who do get harmed a lot more than others have more of a defensive, or the defensive mechanisms jump up more so than others. And so for me, it was interesting to see for my own self of like, oh yeah, like I built up a big wall against him, and even though he didn't necessarily deserve it, he did certain things. Hello. He did certain things that made me feel like he wasn't trustworthy. But I guess it's just how it is. It's just how it is. Anyways, this is the end of season 4. I'm going to get into this. If you want to watch the full uncut versions of these reactions, of this specific reaction, you can join my Patreon. You can join Patreon, and those links are in my description box below. And I'm going to get into this. They made it. Wow. I mean, how do you get in there? Good job, Ian, for knowing their language.
Do you remember me? We met a few months ago in North Carolina. The man I sold to you, we've come to buy him back. I will return this to you if you return the man to me.
Why? What is he to you that you would come all this way?
We made a
He's important
mistake.
to our family.
Oh no.
It's all right.
Oh, I'm only trying to show the boy the scarf.
Uncle, it's no that. It's the stone Auntie wears.
We will not trade with you. You must leave us at once.
We cannot leave without him.
We will not trade with you.
What the heck? No way.
Dongli.
What in the world? And then the guy in the beginning had the same stone. Yum. That looks so good.
Ale at Wilmington before it was blown to pieces.
I'm only here long enough to look in on the lass.
You need not worry about my niece. We are taking good care of her. He was called back to Lynchburg on business, but we expect him to return soon to plan the wedding.
Wedding? She canna marry a redcoat.
She can, and she will. No time to waste.
I ken you're fond of marriage, since you've had 3 yourself. But that's no excuse to me.
Dinner will call asking your opinion on the matter.
Damn. Why did Marta have to do that? Why?
Warning us of our future. How we must lift our tomahawks. Kill the white man, or the white man will kill you, he said.
Just come back to help his people, basically.
Many followed him. He returned with white scalps. My grandfather, the chief at that time, said that Ottertooth must leave, for he would bring destruction. They began to believe he was possessed by an evil spirit. And again, banishing him would no longer be enough. They painted his face black for death, but in the morning he was gone. Nations of the Iroquois will be no more. No one will tell your stories. Everything you are will be lost. They cut off his head so he would talk no more and buried it far, far away.
Was that the head she found?
The skull was with the stone.
Oh, so it's not Roger's skull.
One who possesses the stone has the power to see how my people's story will end. And that
And she
Ottertooth's
does.
ghost walks with whoever carries it.
Do you think you could forgive your father? For your sake as well as his?
Oh.
I already have.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Forgave Stephen Bonnet. You have to forgive your dad.
Claire? It's you.
It's all right. It's Jamie. He won't hurt you.
He won't hurt you again.
I'll do as you can, but I've come to put it right. For now, you have my apology.
Tossa on se luoli. Niin on kielke. Sa se jatkawe.
Oh. Damn it.
I banished these people, and you brought them back against the wishes of the council, causing violence and destruction. You will never be so again. You will leave the village and never return.
Ja. Ja se on daun. Tonu se wat ileki.
You outsiders are not the reason for the strife. The pain and disharmony caused by Ottertooth has always been with us. Fair trade. Dogface will stay in the village.
Claire, come up with something.
Me,
What?
I'm able-bodied, strong.
No, there has to be another way.
There isn't. I must do this for our daughter. Ian, tell the council. Convince them. Husky, come home.
Oh my god.
Return to you, Sassenach.
I guess that is a fair trade, isn't it? Oh, Claire. How many times is that this has to happen? I can't.
We accept.
We accept. Wow.
I'm staying.
Oh,
Ian.
yeah. Really?
What are you doing?
It's all right, Uncle. You're free to go.
Wait, you're... Ian's getting...
I'm sorry for what we did to you. I mean it. I'm staying.
Live your life with the Mohawk.
I gave them my word. Didn't he make me break it?
Ian.
How can I part with you?
Aww.
It'll be hard for us both. You must promise that you'll leave and no come back for me. You once said that you wished me to become a man of worth.
Then again, how worthy you.
What's that?
Remember, I want to forget.
Scheming on how to get what you want.
Scheming? What? You sound like a lunatic.
Wait, why is he saying that to her? Jeez.
It's a mule then, and you haven't changed a bit. I cannot believe I allowed you to darken my door. Let go of me.
Woman, why can't you just
Do they have sex?
come back to me?
Oh my god. I was like, am I reading this right?
Get yourself. You'll be looking for me. I wouldn't wish to bring trouble back to you at River Run.
If trouble comes, we'll face up to it then.
She's on board now. The Murtandi is miraculous. Well, this is sweet.
Are you going to tell Jenny?
Yes, I don't.
She knows her son. And she won't be happy, but she'll understand.
Let's talk to Roger.
Always
There's
has
a
been.
lo- Oh, I don't.
Fucking
Yeah.
bastard! Roger! Stop
Well,
it!
No. No, leave him be.
yeah, he messed him up.
Happy to oblige.
Oh, and he's got to go through. Oh, right, he's got to go through this to be a part of the tribe. Oh my God, this is how he gets into the family. He's gonna beat up his father-in-law. The Scots do it differently. Nice.
You have proven yourself worthy.
Good.
You will become one of us.
Great. Awesome.
Because you said terrible things and turned you against me.
Oh.
No. No, she didn't. It was my own notion. I didn't ken who you were.
Fact.
And after you left my daughter, she was raped. That's why I beat you. My name's Stephen Bonnet.
Bonnet.
Milestone Circle.
Here.
Like I'm in a chokehold. They've got me in a chokehold. I cannot stop looking at this. I'm just like,
When we return to North Carolina, she'll have already given birth. And I don't think you can go through with a child. It may not be your child.
Me to stand by her or not. Because if you can, and say so now, for I swear.
Jamie, for God's sake. Just give him a
yeah, I
moment.
mean, Roger's been through enough. Oh, right, we don't. Oh, did he not?
He's alive.
Did he? So he left? Is that Roger? It's Roger. Venus. They're so smart. The writers are smart because I hated when they were kissing the first time. I was like, ugh. And they got her hand fast. I'm like, ugh, and now I'm crying. So happy. He made a good choice and he really thought about it. Brianna cannot have any doubt in her mind. Roger is a good man. Murtaugh. Hide under the bed. Get in the closet.
Kill the fugitive.
Absolutely not.
What
That's
if
not
it's good?
happening. That's it not happening. Are we done? We're done. Damn. Damn, little girl. My little kitty cat right here. It's crazy. Well, what an episode. Holy moly moly. Well. I'm in love with Roger. I'm very happy about the relationship between Bree and Roger, and honestly I'm okay for giving him a hard time, because the reality is relationships truly should have people putting pressure on each other like they used to. I'm sure it still happens, but nowadays we all just jump into these relationships. No one knows each other. We don't know anyone's friends or family. We didn't grow up with each other. Some of you guys still grow up and know each other from childhood and get together and everyone knows each other and you're all healthy. But there's a lot of people who don't do that. And so like relationships like that are much more dangerous. And people make lots of serious decisions and don't know like the outcome pretty much. Like, you need to know if the woman or the man, whoever you're with, that you're dating or you're going to marry, you need to know that they're gonna be down there, down and out for you in every single way. And so I don't feel too horrible for putting that much pressure on Roger, just because like when you care about someone, you want to make sure that they are with the right person. So for that part, I'm glad. I'm just, the way that this season turned out, I am grateful. Like I really like. He had to make the choice. He had to be given the opportunity to make a choice. Like, okay, I'm free. I do love Brianna. I do want to be a father, but the situation is really complicated, and he may not be my son. So I'm glad they gave him the choice to think about it. But Jamie just wanted to be like, you better say yes, man. Which I don't blame him. But it's a serious, lifelong decision right now you have to make, and it's not an easy choice, but you got to make that choice, and he made it. So good for him and good for them, and I'm very happy now with this coupling. At first I wasn't. I was like, man, this is trash. This is like McDonald's. I want like a delicious steak, a Wagyu steak, not some McDonald's burger. But now it's really good. So he's a part of the family. Wonderful. I just love where Murtaugh and Jocasta, they're together. That's beautiful. That's sweet. Jonathan Gray and Willie, and it's just like the family is growing. Even though Ian is now part of the Mohawk tribe, like I'm sure we'll see him again. I'm sure. But either way, he's happy. He accomplished something. He's a part of the tribe, and so it's very positive going here on out. But now for season 5, I hear this one's one of the best seasons. So I was blown away by pretty much all the seasons. This one was amazing. I just am like, yeah, just give us more. And definitely Stephen Bonnet is coming back. There's no way that we're not seeing that guy again. We're seeing him. But yeah, wonderful episode. Wonderful season. Definitely had me on my toes the whole time and didn't know anything. Like, the skulls. Like, Roger does die. There's no way. No way. It has to be a skull. But it was that guy, and which is, it's interesting. It seems like the people who do have the gift to travel back in time, they've used it to warn their people, and in the only person who hasn't done that, and is Claire, and Claire is one of the people who doesn't take lives. She helps sustain life, and so it's like a healer is always going to be good in every time, but someone who's like, no, we need to kill, because that is what Gala said too. We need to kill. We need to make sure that there's a Scottish king on the throne. We need to take lives, and the same thing with the guy from the Mohawk tribe from the future. He wanted to take lives, and I mean, he had some truth. Clearly, he's from the future. He knew what was going to happen, but it just seems like that's not that's not what they want. Whatever the powers that be in this series, like the magical powers, they don't want that. They want people to come in and take care of each other. That's the feeling that I'm getting. But I'm going to end here. Thank you for watching with me, and I will see you guys in season 5. Bye, everyone. Take care.